Spirits, angels, and guides, ascended masters, loved ones, teachers, positive ancestors, give me the overall energy here as it relates to my collective in love. What do they need to know at this time? Oh, damn. Okay. Okay, I feel this energy of, yeah. It's like you're feeling better than you felt in a long time as it relates to love, okay? I feel this energy of protecting your value, protecting your energy, but like that feels good. That feels good, okay? And some of you could be connected to an earth sign. There could be someone here that you're connected to with you. But again, I feel like you're unbothered at this time. This is the energy of a collective that is focusing this energy on themselves, okay? Damn. Okay. You could be a Libra, strong Libra energy coming through. You could also be a Taurus, Venusian energy coming through, Libra and Taurus specifically, okay? I feel this energy of you leveling up. I heard the word upgrade, okay? There's a spiritual upgrade that is happening here, okay? I heard finding your purpose. Again, it feels like this purpose is beyond love, okay? Or some of you are just finding interest in other things beyond love, okay? This is also the energy of just tending to yourself, seeing and experiencing growth within yourself, maybe seeing it outside of yourself. This is also the energy of experiencing growth in terms of like physical aesthetics. So maybe you're working on yourself physically, maybe just taking care of yourself, and you're starting to exude that. You're starting to come through as more confidence, okay? Dang. Okay, what is this collective feeling about love at this time? Ooh, okay. See, here's the thing. You're a lover, and you want a love that matches that energy, okay? This is a collective that knows that they desire depth. This is a collective that truly does seek a love that is a forever love, okay? Some of you do feel occasionally like you're trapped in memories of the past here, okay? Maybe you feel for some time you were hung up on this past energy, but I don't see you there anymore. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't see you over here, a Debbie Downer, Darren Downer, sad, reminiscing, candle by the window, war widow, waiting for this person to come through the door. I don't see this energy anymore. I don't. I see this energy of, I feel good, na-na-na-na-na-na, I knew that I would now. You feel good. It feels good. It feels good to feel at peace. It feels good to not need this person to come through in some demonstration of a validation of your worth. It feels good. Okay? It feels good. And I feel for the first time in a long time, you're really open to other opportunities. You're open to other loves. You're open to other paths. Like the possibilities here feel like they're opening up for you. And you're not chasing. So this is a collective that has shifted out of this vibration in which love was draining you and depleting you. And you've shifted into this place in which the love that comes forward is a love that is fueling you. Okay? And some of you may feel a sense of reticence or heaviness around the fact that maybe you feel like this type of love is harder to find. I feel in this collective a little bit of reflection around this. Reflection around the fact that what you're desiring could be rare. So maybe sometimes that does bring a bit of disappointment, or maybe like it makes you feel a little bit pessimistic because you know that you want something that is deep and profound, and maybe you feel like it hasn't been something that's been readily available in the past. But despite that, you're staying committed to this path. You're staying committed to this path. You are recognizing at this time that it's either deep love, a state of unity with a soulmate, a strong, genuine connection, or nothing. You sitting pretty. You seem real comfortable. You ain't restless. You're very peaceful. And in fact, that's even making you more attractive. You're not getting off your throne for anyone. You're not performing to get anyone's attention. It actually feels like for the first time in a long time, you're just kind of enjoying what's happening around you, but you're not seeking anything else. Some of you aren't dating at all. And this past person is just trying to come and steal your reading, as they sometimes do. You ever notice that in these collective readings, those past energies come through just to be able to share something with you? And all the meanwhile, we're trying to send them back to where they came from, okay? Unless they come forward or come correct, we are sending them back to where they came from, okay? What do we need to know about this love that we are calling in? We are calling in, whether it's this person or otherwise. Damn. For some of you, you are calling in. Do y'all realize how magnetic you are? Do you realize how many people are obsessing over you right now? And listen, I'm not telling you this to try to blow smoke up your behind, okay? I'm not telling this to inflate your ego. I don't feel like this is a collective that could have an overinflated ego, to be honest. I feel like you're too empathetic. And I feel like many of you are like, will always be self-deprecating to an extent, to the point where you're never really going to have an inflated ego. Okay. I am worried about it. But I will say, a lot of people are focused on you right now. A lot of energies are focused on you. There's a lot of obsessive energy around you. There's a lot of monitoring spirits around you. And someone here, or multiple people, could be coming forward to confess something. Okay? The song Reach Out, I'll Be There. I feel this energy of someone like no longer resisting. I feel a past energy. I feel a new energy. Maybe even two new energies. And do you know what's wild about this? I don't even feel like y'all are paying attention. I don't even feel like y'all are paying attention to any of this. I feel like you're just looking good, enjoying your life, you know, like for the first time in your life, just actually present and starting to experience growth and actually enjoying time with self as well. Okay. Some of you like have no idea this is happening. I feel like that's the key here. When you're in a vibration like this, like you're so magnetic that you don't need to be consciously calling it in. Okay. Okay. What do we need to know if this past person, this confession, if anything? Okay. Damn. This past, look at this. Page of Cups energy, Four of Wands energy. This is somebody who wants to let you know that they've always loved you, that they've always had feelings for you, that they hope for the two of you to end up together. They hope for the two of you to be together in the future. Four of Wands energy. This could be a twin or a spiritual connection. But again, do you want this person? Okay. Do you want this person? For some of you, it's a fire sign. For some, it's a water sign. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay. And yeah, for some, there is immaturity here. This is somebody who doesn't really even know what they have to offer, but there's some type of desperate attempt to get your attention or to express something to you in the hopes that you will stay. But look at this Tower in reverse. Avoid. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know. Danger, Will Robinson. The universe trying to protect you. Archangel Michael trying to protect you. Yikes. There's something here that you need to avoid. Why do they need to avoid this energy? Because this person does love you and does care about you. See, there's a difference between somebody who loves you and has feelings for you and cares about you and somebody who can actually love you in action or offer you what you deserve consistently. There's something about this relationship that feels like it's not fair, where it's unequal. Like they can't reciprocate your energy, your efforts. Okay. So yeah, I feel this energy of just avoiding this. I feel this energy of like this person feeling like you have had your spark lit by someone else, something else, even just yourself. They feel you are very guarded. They've tried to control expressing this for a long time. Okay. They've tried to control expressing this. They tried to hide the truth. And they've tried to suppress the fact that they desire growth here. But all it has done is it's created conflict in this relationship. Okay, some of you are dealing with a Virgo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel Virgo specifically here. You could be a Virgo, okay? What does this person actually want to say to my collective if they're being honest? If they're being honest, damn. They long for you. See, they try to replace you with other things. They try to be present in their life. They try to be grateful for other things going on, but you just hit different. You just hit different. And I think you know that about yourself. And again, you would never rub it in this person's face because you ain't that kind of bee, okay? But you know the effect that you have on people. I feel this energy as well of this person not wanting this cycle to close. But here, look at this. They don't want the cycle to close, but they also are unwilling to change. That's the issue here. But listen to the song. Who's that lady? Listen, lady. That's you. You're that lady. Okay, you that man. It's not gender specific. You that bitch. You're the one that they can't forget. And yeah, all the meanwhile, they're trying to just like slow ghost or detach or move on from this. But of course they can't, but they also can't change. Okay, they also can't change. But here's the truth. For most of you, this person's not going to get another chance. They're not. And I feel like you're being protected at this time. Okay? Will this person step up in the future? What does my collective need to know about this, if anything? If anything. I feel for many of you, this is somebody who will in the future step up to the degree that they can. Okay? But right now, I feel them trying to close off. I feel them trying to be guarded to this. And as they guard themselves to this, as they stay in a state of repression up until this point of this overboil, they feel more and more regrets come up to the surface. Of course they do. Of course they feel an increase in their regrets. because they realize what they're repressing is something that they truly want. And they realize that the only reason they're not coming forward, or they haven't up until this time, is that they're not willing to step into their power. They're not willing to be as strong as you are. They're not willing to be able to see beyond the circumstances that they're in. Okay? It's sad, but it's true. Okay, what is this collective's intention here around this connection? Damn, you're not even looking at this person. Okay, I'm going to stop reading for this energy because I honestly feel like it's gotten to the point where this person has opted out of the opportunity to grow. Okay, there's what we like to call willful ignorance. Okay, they're not doing it to intentionally hurt you, but there is an opting out. There is an, a lack of ownership. Okay, there is a neglect. And I feel on your side, you're not really focused on them. You are so focused on your own growth, and you're about to hit I heard milestone. You're about to hit a major milestone. Something here about like the summer into this winter, your entire life feels like it's going to change. And I don't say that to be hyperbolic. I say that because many of you are just now seeing this new world that you've created energetically outside yourself. You've been working behind the scenes. You've been in the state of hibernation, and you've done the healing work. And you're starting to see signs. You're starting to feel the shift. You're starting to experience upgrades. And for many of you, the difference between when you're in a state that is being prepared for an upgrade or you're already active in an upgrade state is when you start to look at energies in real time and say, I am not the one. Okay, I've outgrown this. Like your conscious and subconscious are linked. They are integrated. You can look into this person and say, I wish you the best. And I hope that there's a connection that is aligned. But right now, alignment's more important. You are at this point focusing on your growth. That's where you're focusing. Okay, that's where you're focusing. And that feels so profound for this collective. So I see you transcending this relationship to move into a state of union, not even with a new partner, but with yourself. For many of you, the message here is not to run from one love to another. And we will look at new love because I'm nosy. Okay, because I want to find out. I want to know. I want to spill the tea. I want to show it all. Okay, but for some of you, it isn't about just jumping ship from one person to the other. It's about recognizing you can move beyond this past relationship and just be with yourself. And that's not only enough, but that's powerful. Like that's all that you need. And that's all that you'll ever need, is having a powerful relationship with yourself, is being able to be with yourself and know that that is not a compromise. You getting to be with yourself is the win. You getting to be able to spend time with yourself, that's a victory, okay? For those who told you it wasn't, for those who told you had to trade one off for the other, for those who told you to keep distracting yourself with energies outside yourself and center them in your love story, make them the main character in your movie, they didn't know. They misinformed you, okay? You was misinformed. It wasn't your fault, okay? But you have a new opportunity to do things differently now, okay? To do things differently. Now, as we move forward here, what do we need to know about love, specifically with self first and then outside of ourselves? See, wow. You have healed this inner child within you. You have healed to the extent where you cannot be deceived maybe like you did in the past, okay? And when I say deception, I don't say that these energies were malicious. I just say that you can even sense when someone is deceiving themselves. And if someone is deceiving themselves, they're going to deceive you. Okay, hear that again. If someone is deceiving themselves, they will undoubtedly deceive you because they're not living truthfully. So how could they live truthfully with you? For many of you, it's about being aware of that and being able to utilize the discernment to recognize that no one can tempt you into doing anything that you can see right through. Many of you are very intuitive. You're very intuitive. And as you move forward, it's about continuing to utilize that discernment and intuitive ability to be able to set some new expectations for yourself. Okay. In terms of new love for this collective, the song is People Get Ready. Some of you have multiple people in your energy right now. Okay. You have planted these new seeds. For many of you, it is about letting these energies come to you. Okay. Trust in divine timing. I feel for most in this collective, the month of August is significant. Okay. The month of August is significant. And in the month of July specifically, it feels like you are doing a lot of releasing. You're doing a lot of releasing. You are moving beyond illusionary thinking. And you are really remembering the reason why you began this journey. And I promise you, it was not this person. It wasn't any other person. The reason you began this journey and the reason why you stayed and the reason why you committed yourself to this path was always you. It was always you. And now that you are here and you have the opportunity to be able to find the courage to make a big change and move beyond what no longer serves you, I would encourage you to do so. I would encourage you to offer yourself everything that you've ever desired and move beyond this comfort zone. And I think for some of you, okay, and I say this with love, the comfort zone was seeking the validation from others because the validation from yourself didn't feel like enough. It didn't feel powerful enough. It didn't feel good enough. But I see you shifting into a place in which giving yourself that validation feels just as good, if not better. Okay? So sometimes this also means being brave enough to be apart from a relationship for long enough to spend time with self, so we can allow ourselves to be in that state of vulnerability, so we can develop an even deeper relationship with self. But that can be really scary as well, okay? So for most in this collective, you're fighting a lot of demons right now. You are breaking generational curses. You are healing ancestral traumas. You're doing deep, deep past life, present life healing, multidimensional healing. So be compassionate with yourself. Be compassionate with yourself, because it is not easy. It is not easy to move beyond what has been a source of, I'll bet, cold comfort. It is not easy to heal the part of yourself that felt it needed someone outside of themselves, namely a parent, and then the surrogate for the parent, namely the romantic partners, to feel seen, to feel heard, to feel loved. I promise you, you are so worthy of love. And I promise you, you will get everything that you wish for. Okay? Damn. I hope that message was helpful for my collective, sending so much love, positive energy, and abundance. If that message resonated for you, and if you were in that collective, 1111 down below. Okay? Okay. We are going to do some general messages as well. Then we're going to do some free questions. Then we're going to do some subscriber readings. Why? I'm a glutton for punishment. Just kidding. Love you. Love you. Bésame mucho. Thanks for following, Anne. I love me a Monday. Monday. Tell me why I don't like Mondays. Aw. Okay, I'll hug you. Is this too close? Is this too close? Never too close. Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising, never too close. Come closer, baby. Okay, let's do some general messages. Why not? Why not? We're already here. I know I'm going to do paid readings. Miss A. Miss A, the incomparable Miss A. Okay, let's do some general messages. Why not? Okay, so those who are wanting a general message, I want to hear hell yeah. Hell yeah. 1 second here. Okay, let's use this. Monday love. Okay, we're going to do general messages. I need to hear that hell yeah, though. You're not giving me enough hell yeah for my liking, okay? Not enough hell yeah for my liking. There we go. There we go. I'm feeling it. Tell Rick to kick rocks. Just kidding. Okay, let's do it. Spirits, angels, and guides, ascended masters, loved ones, teachers, positive ancestors. What does this collective need to know at this time overall, in a general sense, not specifically, just overall? Okay. Oh, damn. Okay. So I feel this energy here of you no longer being confused. I feel, wow. Okay, now you're just bragging, okay? Now you're just bragging. Now you're just showing off. This is a collective that is like, yeah, flexing their intellect a little bit, or again, are recognizing now that they have become much wiser than they were in the past, okay? I feel for a long time there was a struggle to be able to trust your own insight, or to be able to trust the decision making, within your life. There was this struggle, and maybe even leaning on others to support or to validate. I feel this energy of no longer being in that place. And not only do you trust yourself, you're recognizing the power of decisions that have been made from that place of self-trust. And if you're not there yet, you will find it soon, okay? This is both heart chakra. This is also solar plexus, okay? I see you in a place in which you are experiencing a rebirth. And the new version of yourself is one that's dang. I'm so proud of you. This is a collective that is finally moving beyond a state of insecurity, like insecurity that plagued you for many years, if not decades, if not a lifetime. to be honest, okay? But it's like you are peeling off those layers. You're spiritually shedding this old version of self that found themselves to be consistently off balance because you constantly needed validation outside of you. Whether it was decision making, whether it was love, whether it was in your career, whether it was from family. It's like, you wanted people to be proud of you, you wanted people to see you. It's like, I feel this energy of insecurity really ruling your life and your path. And that again left you feeling like off balance, uprooted. And when we do seek or need or require validation from others, of course we feel like our energy is transient, right? Because we're always waiting on someone else to give us a confirmation. You have that strong internal composition at this time. So you're much more grounded. You're much more grounded, okay? How did this collective... Yeah, it feels like a jumping of timelines. That's what it feels like. How did this collective experience this shift? What drove this shift? Dang. Yeah. Do you know what's funny? For a lot of you, you spent your entire life caring so much about what other people thought, and now you don't give a shit. Or you really don't care much. It's like, you spend so much time. I almost feel like this is like a people pleaser, reformed people pleaser. To the extent where you gave so much of yourself to pleasing other people that you literally one day were like, I quit. I'm done. You want me to please you? I'm going to do the opposite. Okay. I will displease you to the nth degree. How do you like them apples? Okay. Damn. It's like you went over to the other side. It's like you went to the darkness. I feel this energy of like, nah, I'm no longer part of that club. Okay. I am no longer part of the Desperados, the local chapter of the Desperados. And moving forward, yeah, maybe this means there's some aspects of life that become bittersweet. Maybe relationships change. Maybe they evolve. But overall, the net energy is positive. Okay? The net energy is positive, and it's leaving you with so much more faith within yourself. Okay. I am mad at this. Okay. Yeah, dark feminine energy. Dark feminine energy. But this is not even... See, here's the thing about spiritual tropes, or like the terminology and the way that it's used in our world. Okay. We see the dark and the light as individualistic and not something that can be integrated. And truthfully, that darkness is something you've just now learned to integrate. You have this darkness, but you're not afraid of it anymore. You're not suppressing it. You're not repressing it. It's not something that you feel like you have to hide from people. That darkness, maybe you are angry sometimes. Maybe you're frustrated. Maybe it's like you let that part of you come out when it needs to come out. Because that's also sometimes your power in action, in motion. Okay? And this is a collective that feels like they're not holding things back anymore to the same degree that you were in the past. And this is making your energy feel so much more at ease. Because when you suppress and repress so much for so many years, eventually it has to come up to the surface. Okay? Final advice for this collective moving forward. What do they need to know? Damn. It's like the key to your new timeline is the self-worth that you've cultivated here. Okay? So even if some of you feel a little bit of disappointment that you haven't received this just yet, or that you haven't felt like you've expanded just yet. Okay? It's coming. It's coming. Trust that it is coming. And trust right now that the universe is fully supporting you and being able to shift beyond the world that you learned from in order to be able to receive the world that you healed for. Hear that one again, okay? I hope that message was helpful for my collective, sending so much love, positive energy, and abundance. If you aligned with that message, if that was yours, 717 down below, okay? Yes.